Hi, welcome back, it's Susan. I've made this lovely card today, so this is how I've made it. With this embossing folder, which I got free in a magazine, I think it was a Crafter's Companion one, I've made a panel just out of some scrap card, going to put an embossed line down each side. So I've got the right way up first, just choosing a random line, and then I'm going to flip it and do the same line just all the way down because I want the prominence to be on the front. So doing it again on the other side, just choosing any line, flipping it, and then doing the line again. Just to get that raised line at each side. So then I'm just going to trim, just leaving a little border, and you can see that was a scrap piece. I've got a cut mark there. Trimming the opposite side as well. Getting it as level as I can. And then trimming it off because I want it 6 inches. This is such a quick card. So my base panel is 6 by 6, and that's how I want it to fit in the middle. I've chosen a die. I don't know where it's from, and I don't even know what the flower is, but I liked it. And I've cut it out in the cardstock, and I want to do like a watercolour effect with it, just on the flowers. So I'm going to get my mat, some ink, just for those flower heads. And I've chosen Moody Mauve. I'm going to spritz it with water, just a couple of sprays. And you know how I'm going to colour it. I'm going to do it with my finger. So just getting some kitchen towel and just dabbing, not all of it, just more or less the centre of it with the Moody Mauve. And that's enough. So I'm going to look for another colour. Yeah, I like that. And I've chosen Pink Pirouette, which is a very pale pink. Spritzing that as well with some water. And then I'm going to go over what I've already done just to fill in. It doesn't have to be perfect. It's a watercolour effect colouring. And you can see the effect it's done. So I'm going to dry that off with my heat tool, flipping it over and doing the back. Just giving it a good dry. And that's all I'm doing with that die cut. It's a very easy, simple technique. So this is my plan. Putting it over that embossed panel. And then doing a sentiment. I've also done some enamel dots with Nuvo drops. I have done a little video on it, but I've not put it on yet. So if you would like to see how I've done it, then just let me know and I can post it. So gluing that panel down, just slightly higher than centre. I'm going to choose a sentiment. So popping that in the MISTI. And I've chosen one from the Many Happenings from Stampin' Up. And this one says, hoping your day is full of love, laughter and joy. So I want to see where it's going to fit with my die cut. So I'm going to look at that on the front just to see if it's positioned correctly. And I'm happy at that. So with VersaFine Clay Nocturne, I'm giving light taps. But there is a couple of areas where I think I've gone a little bit heavy-handed. So I'm just dabbing it with kitchen paper. And same with that H, I think that was a little bit heavy. And I'm not going to press very hard, just gentle presses. And I'm going to stamp it again, just to darken it up, but only very light taps and gentle presses. It's a beautiful font, and that's lovely. Now, of course, I've got some black marks on my finger and I've got it on the cardstock. So I've got my Mono Sand Eraser, got a brush to dust it off. And now, of course, I'm scared to put my fingers everywhere, but I have wiped them, but I'm still very cautious. I don't know what I'd do without that Mono Sand Eraser. And that's rectified it. So with the die cut, I'm just contemplating how to stick it down. If I glue the base and have the petal, the actual flower heads raised with some foam pads, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use the edge of these pads, just cutting them a little way, because I know then that I've got a definite line, like a triangle, that's easy to place down on those heads. And I'm going to make sure that none can be seen from the front as well. So every now and again, I'm going to check them. And it's only going on those heads. You can use every scrap of these foam tapes and foam pads. This is a good project if you've not got many supplies. And it's quick and easy. So just taking the backings off, and I'm going to place it down over that panel. Then with the bottom, getting a piece of scrap and popping some glue on it, just placing it underneath the die cut, just giving it a little wipe, and then that'll stick down with no mess. Now my base card is 7 by 7, and I'm just thinking, shall I have it flat or shall I put it on some foam tape? And I think I'm going to raise it on the foam tape. So taking the backings off, just doing that corner trick. Lining it up on my cardstock. This would make a beautiful sympathy card as well. Now with these enamel drops, what I've made, obviously they're already dried just on that sheet, and I'm going to take a few off. I've done them in different sizes and just all the colours that I've got. And I'm just going to have 3 just around that flower. Now I did have a few issues with my Nuvo drops because some I've not used in such a long time and they had dried. So I do rectify that. So if you'd like me to put the video on, I will do. It's a very quick video just showing how you can pre-make your enamel dots without having to wait for the Nuvo drops to dry. I'm just going to switch those 2 around. Yeah, I'm liking that. So you just glue them down just like you would a regular enamel dot. So as you can see, just a tiny squeeze of glue. Pop them on. And it's good to go. So I hope you've liked it. Like and subscribe. The subscription is totally free. Ring the notification bell and you'll see every video that I do put on in the future. And thank you so much for watching. I'll see you again soon.